The following is an abbreviated version of the presentation given in English language on behalf of the CCSA today, Friday.
The English language summary of the press briefing here at the Center for COVID Situation Administration, as I'll recap some of the important points. The lifting of restrictions for travelers traveling from countries in Africa, which will be next week. Travel between provinces in Thailand as well as travel abroad is not recommended. Part of the recommendation of the level 4 alert of the Ministry of Public Health. The general meeting of the CCSA this morning, which was chaired by the Prime Minister, adjusted the zoning categories for disease control measures, which will be effective from the 9th. So all the 69 provinces will be categorized as controlled areas or in the orange zone. So there will be no more dark red zone. So all provinces are now in the orange zone, except of course for the 8 pilot tourism sandbox provinces, which we color them blue. Pilot tourism sandbox areas include Bangkok, Kanchanaburi, Krabi, Chonburi, Nonthaburi, Pathum Thani, Phang, Phuket, and some districts in other provinces that are considered as pilot tourism areas. The CCSA decided to highly recommend all agencies to implement the work from home measures until the 31st of January 2022. And this includes, of course, all government agencies and recommending to businesses as well. The entertainment venues, such as pubs, bars, karaoke's, are allowed to temporarily open as restaurants from the 16th of January 2022. The venues are required to strictly exercise the COVID-free setting measures, and they need to be approved by the provincial authority in each province before the 15th of January 2022. For the provinces and areas in the blue zones, alcoholic beverage consumption in restaurants is allowed until 2100 hours, and only in the restaurants that have received the SHA Plus certificates. Also on the 11th of January 2022 onwards, travelers can register the new sandbox provinces aside from Phuket. So previously there had been a couple of provincial sandboxes and then they were removed, but Phuket remained. Now from the 11th of January, they come back. So the sandbox schemes aside from Phuket will include provinces Surat Thani Sandbox, Phang Sandbox, Krabi Sandbox, which all of these are extensions from the Phuket Sandbox scheme. For the test and go scheme for those arriving, international arrivals, will continue to be suspended until further notice, at least until the end of the month. However, those who have already received the QR code to travel to Thailand as scheduled under the test and go measures, we will inform you as soon as possible as there are further updates, including any cutoff date for the use of this QR code that has already been issued. Now, for people who get positive results from the ATK test kit, you should immediately isolate yourself from your family members. Then, of course, visit the hospital and confirm the result with an RT-PCR test. You may contact Thai health officials via National Health Security Office at 1330 by phone or the Line official account. Patients under the Social Security system, contact the hotline 1506. Urgent and severe cases, hotline is 1668 of the Center for Disease Control, as well as the Line account to reserve a hospital bed. Patients with severe symptoms will be sent to the hospital, while patients with mild symptoms can be sent to either the hospital of their choice at their own expense, or a field or community hospital or hospital at the expense of the government, or number 3, a home isolation. And to qualify for home isolation, which was number 3 just now, patients must consult a doctor who has confirmed the possibility to benefit from a home isolation. There are criteria for this home isolation. For example, younger than 6-year-old and be asymptomatic, or only have mild symptoms and have living space in your own home or condominium. Please be reminded that those infected with COVID-19 who refuse to quarantine or get treatment can face a penalty in Thailand of up to 2 years in jail and up to 40,000 baht fine. Please stay safe. Have a great weekend. Thank you. สวัสดีครับ